Hello gamers! It's SoftKitty99 and today we're back at the job A New Player in Town in the Luxury House Flipper expansion. In the last episode we were cleaning up the entire floor of the office space that we need to renovate and restore for our client. So let's continue with the cleaning. The place had been in a bit of a fire and we started in this section that had been worst damaged by the fire, and we're working our way back to the front door as we go. So let's see if we can finish off the passageway or the corridor space. Get it all cleaned up now. We've still got some walls to knock down and we've still got some offices to empty out entirely. So let's see if we can get all of that completed and then maybe get on to some of the renovation in this episode. It's actually quite a big floor. It's bigger than I expected it to be, and it's got some absolutely beautiful views out over Moonrise Bay's actual bay. We're on the seafront, so one side of the building has got all these beautiful ocean views, and the opposite side kind of looks out over main squares with palm trees and fountains and things. So it's a really beautiful views from the office space. So if this was a real office that you worked in, you'd be quite happy with the views and things. Very central. Probably would have been super expensive, but the fire probably helped bring the price down for them. So yeah, we're about cleaned up on the hallway now. As you can see, we've still got some places we haven't even been in to start clean up. Quite a few more red walls to knock down on the mini-map. And that's the front door right there by the stairs. So if you click on that, that offers you the option to go back to your office. Right, we don't want these big rectangular lights. They're just not swish enough for our beautiful office space which we're going to be creating here. So that's where we got to in the last one, so let's move on to the next office. We still need to knock the walls down here back into where we were before to make it even more open plan. So we'll give a quick clean around everywhere. See, that sofa could be used, but it probably won't be. There's the view of the luxury yacht out through the window look, and the sea view. Alright, let's follow the list. What do we have to get rid of? The door. Lamp, chair, 2 of. So that wasn't the right one, so these ones must be the 2 of, yeah. I think we're going to be selling everything, to be totally honest. So make sure we're on the blinds, not on the window, otherwise it will tell me off. Right, light switch, cloud painting, bookcase, and all the things that were on the bookcase. That's quite a lot of files. Poor little plant, and the sofa. Yeah, I thought they probably wouldn't. Right, and do we want to sell? No, that's not the wall we're knocking down, is it? Yeah. So switches and things on the walls that we'll actually be demolishing definitely need to be sold. So everything in this little outer office, and then we can get our big sledgehammer and work out our frustrations and aggressions and anything that's bothering you, or you can just swing the hammer for fun. Oh, I didn't sell the ceiling lamp, look, you can see it in the top of the screen. Bye ceiling lamp. Right, hammer. Let's take out this dividing wall. And then the dividing wall to our left, which will open us back up into the section we were opening up in the last episode. So it's going to be a huge, absolutely huge open plan office area over here. That's going to leave one great big open plan office that takes up almost half of the side of the floor, isn't it? So that's going to be where most of your designers and things work then, isn't it? So we're probably going to have lots of desks and dividing walls and things to go in there. Alright, so this is the wall that needs to come down. So 77 and 97. See, every room we move into, it just adds to the total that we need to knock down. So I think this is the last wall for this particular open plan office. So we've got all this open space to work with. Well, the walls are coming down very quickly, so this is good news for our progress. I'm going to check that we've got all the bits down from the top and all the bits down up from the bottom, and then there we go, that's to the support beam for the window. You can't go back any further there, you need that one wide support beam there. So just a few more sections over here, we're nearly there now, look. Yeah, those bits at the top, and check the little bits at the bottom. And then 2 more. Make sure it's all cleared out. And there we go, we've got lots of pop-ups now, so I think that's completed that room ready for renovation. Lots and lots of pop-ups for there. But we'll keep going, we'll keep clearing out now. So we are at the bathrooms now on the opposite side. Definitely need some cleaning. Selling the doors, yeah, the doors were damaged by the fire. Yeah, let's see what we need to get rid of in these buildings. So, a little bit of a clear up from the fire itself. Smoke stains on the walls and floors, give that a clean. Go slowly all the way around. Yeah, you see, you can just wipe off the dark smoke patches on the floors and surfaces. That's pretty much clean, I think, now. And they don't like the sinks though, they're probably too utilitarian for them. They said they wanted it to be quite an impressive office space, so they're going to want something a little bit more fancy, aren't they, in there? Yeah. And the trash bin, yeah, very utilitarian original fixtures, so they want to change it up a little bit. And a bin again, and a little bit of garbage, and some stains somewhere, and a light. Okay, let's get the brush out and give it a quick clean for stains from the smoke. There we go, I think it's all clean already. We will probably be keeping the bathrooms because it's going to be an office building. You're definitely going to need decent bathrooms. Probably give it a bit of a facelift. New sinks, obviously, to make it look a little bit more upmarket. Get rid of the fluorescent bulbs again. Some more fancy lighting. That's it. Have we got all the markings yet? So it's going to be selling all the things that are a bit not enough class for the clientele that they're hoping to attract here, so we'll go for a little bit more upscale lighting and sinks, and of course the doors have got to be replaced because they were damaged. So I think that's pretty much everything cleared out in here. Yeah, a little bit of paper on the floor. Just double check that everything is done. Oh, there's a fluorescent light somewhere that we need to get rid of. Yeah, and there's probably one in the other cubicle as well. Yeah, there we go. Right, so we're making good progress here now. We're on to the next office space. They did say there were lots of computers that were obsolete and like bricks, so it's up to us to dispose of everything now. Yeah, so look, so we've got to get rid of 7 tables and 4 outlets and X number of computers and 4 computers and that sort of, so lots and lots of things to sell. So let's slowly work our way through the office space and get rid of all the stuff that is unwanted here. And let's face it, the unwanted stuff is basically absolutely everything here. It is making us a little bit of money though on the side selling it. In reality, in real life you'd be paying skip fees to shift it, wouldn't you? Oop. Nearly missed that one. Right, so One more unit there. All these shelves. Lots of files. Very big clean-up job actually, this one. But an office space is very different. It's not something we've done before. It's the very first time we've been given something like that. Yeah, and we're knocking this wall through as well. So that's the wall we're knocking down, so we definitely want to take any switches off that wall. I think we've got too many for the... Oh, is that everything we need? Yeah, we've had too many switches for the room, and definitely want to remove everything from the wall that we're going to be knocking down. Right, yeah, definitely want to sell everything in here again. And the outlet from the wall we're knocking down. Ceiling lamp. That's everything, isn't it now? Destroy 15 sections of wall. So let's start here. So we're opening this space out again so that we've got more open plan office space again. A light and airy feel for the offices is what they're looking for here. They prefer to have everybody in the open spaces and not have their own individual offices. Team manager is probably going to be in the same room as the team there. This is not too long a job, this one, is it? Here we go. Swing that hammer. Break that wall. Nearly there. Last one. Oh, the pop-ups are up, look. Make sure that all clears out. Well, we've got a little bit left there at the base of the wall. Right, let's see. Got lots of pop-ups everywhere now, so I think this is the last room that we haven't emptied. Double check. Yeah, this is the last room that we haven't emptied, so this is the last room we need to clear. So we're definitely going to have finished clearing it all out in this episode. Right, we don't like the lights. No, I know we don't like the lights. We want something more up class. Right. Oops, here we go, it's saving again, so we're stuck for a second. Lots of dead plants. Got some bonsai trees there. If they were doing the live, that would have been a little bit more in keeping with the more upmarket, wouldn't it? There we go. Very strange bucket chairs, aren't they? Not what you're really expecting in an office space, to be honest. Yeah, most of this furniture definitely looks bad, so you're definitely not going to be reclaiming any of this. Though, of course, if you could sand it and paint it or restain it, you could probably save them, but we can't do that yet, so clear it all out. Let's bye-bye trees, the poor little dead trees. Very sad that the trees are dead. Yes, I wasn't trying to sell the window, honest. Right, so there we go, that's all. Oh, wait, what's on the floor? Oh, it's plastic wrap stuff. Let's pick that up, and then we're done. We're done, we're all clean, yay! We've cleaned it all. We've sold all the junk, we've shifted it all. Now we can actually start on our proper renovation. Turn this into a very swish, upscale, beautiful space for our clients to open their new business venture here. So let's start with the flooring and stuff for the hallway, shall we? We've got an inspirations mood board. We want our reception area to show our company as modern and eco-conscious. Sleek furniture, wood patterns and a few plants around should do the job. So we've got a lot of white flooring, or light wood flooring, white and black panels on the reception desk, modern sort of lines of furniture and stuff. So the Hudson light brown panels for the floor then, I think, looking at that mood board. Right, how are we going to do this? There's lots of different variations in the shape of the corridor space at the beginning, so I think we're going to have to try and do this in little sections to make sure we don't miss anything. Let's try and make that flat with the walls. Yeah. So we'll do it in little rectangles that meet up in corners of the walls and things. Then I think the rest of it is a straight run down this corridor until we get to the big open space at the end. So if we stop at the end of that wall there, which I think that's where the new room begins, at the end. Yeah, so I like that. That's kind of a nice, sleek, soft, light look, isn't it? Right, so wall finishes. So we're going to have a feature wall, maybe, and then some paint. See, so they've got grey walls, they've got wood walls, they've got light walls. So to be honest, you could pretty much go for anything, look. So they've got darker brown ones, they've got grey, they've even got wood and light woods and completely cream. So they've given you lots and lots of variations that would work here, to be honest. I'm thinking we go light or grey. Do we go grey and light? So we do the feature wall in the grey and then we do a light white cream paint on the rest of it maybe. So we make this wall here, which would be the reception wall back room, wouldn't it? There'd be the wall at the back of the reception area. See, that makes sense, doesn't it? This is the wall at the back of the reception area. So make this like the stone feature. And then the rest of the walls around it we try and make light, white, cream, that sort of colour. Make it very modern and slick looking, yeah? So to get into the reception you could either come in through the doors or you could come up in the lift. And then this is the widest section of the corridor area, so this is going to have to be where the reception desk is. So the doors are sort of behind us to the left and the lift is behind us to the right. So if we have like the reception desk in this gap here between the two glass doors, that's probably the best place for the reception desk, because it's closest to both the door and the lift when you come in. Yeah, that works, I think. That'll be a good first impression for people, won't it? And make it very clear where they need to go, because there's the lift and there's the door, see? And then I think a white, light white, maybe for all the walls around the other side there. So we're not going to need the whole stack of this for this feature wall, because we're going to stop when it hits the wall, I think. So just past the door, we get to the corner, we stop there with the grey tile. That's the last one there then. Sell the rest. Get some paint. So a white or a cream, probably the best colour. Oh, they've offered us green. Oh, silver. I don't want silver because we've done the grey wall, so white. I think we'll go white. It's that very modern, sleek look. And then we paint all the walls with this. So you've got that nice contrast between the stone and the sort of modern white look. So, relaxing painting time. So just slowly work our way from the reception area down the corridor with the white paint on. We'll go all the way to the end of where we've taken the white Hudson flooring. But because there's so many windows, there's not as much to paint in this reception area space. And because we've got lots of big glass doors on the corridor, there's not quite as much space to paint going down there as well. Let's just follow it down nice and slow and methodical. Now let's check the other side. Start at the corner where the walls are, and then we'll move the paint down as we go, and eventually it will come to the other end, right? So halfway down the corridor now. Check we've got everything done. Looking good. Yeah, so it's not taking too long because, like I said, there's so many doors and windows and things in the building that you've actually got a lot less space for actual painting than you probably would expect there to be in such a large space. Yeah, see, we're nearly at the end, look. Like a little lintel right at the end, we're nearly there. Let's go the other side now. Start from our grey wall and work our way down this way. Need more paint there. Let's move it. We're running up and down far too much now. That should help a little bit. Yeah, so I think what we'll do today is we'll finish painting this corridor and then we'll try and set up the reception area in this episode, and that should set us up for working on the offices in the next one, shouldn't it? Sounds like a good plan to me. Right, nearly there now. Just want to do the little lintel space across here, and I think the one tin should finish us off quite nicely. Right, that's all the walls done, so we want to do like a few door edges here to make sure we don't see brick when we start putting doors in. Because we've got a little bit of paint left, we could do that just to make sure things are finished off better. Oh, need a little bit more for that. Good. Looking good. Run out of paint again. Just those little finishing touches around doors and things can sometimes stop you being annoyed by seeing little bits of brick left. I just like them being finished off. There. Pretty good. There we go. So let's have a look what pieces of furniture and stuff. Oh gosh, look, lots of pop-ups and a long list of things to buy too. So, a nice plant. I think we want something quite tall and leafy. In the pictures they've kind of got like a topiary bush. There isn't a version of a bush like that in our choices, so maybe the Areca, and we want a light pot, a white pot, shall we? And if we can kind of put this in the corner there. I like that. And then what's this? Oh, this is the hanging panels, the live ones. Oh right, so we're going to put 6, I think then looking at that we're going to put 6 of these. So you could go for the reindeer lichen and put a big block of 6 of that in there, but I think I'm going to put one of everything. If we really are going to have 6 panels, because there's 6 things, so if we put a block of 6 and we use all of the different panels, So if we have one of everything, so we've got that foliage or wall, and then we're going to put the reception desk in front of that. So then the fourth one will be in the middle, and then the lichen wall will be a lot flatter, won't it? Now should we put a second lichen wall in the bottom so it's like a bit of a frame? Yeah, quite like that. That'll work. That will work. Right, any more pop-ups in the... Right, so we've cleared all the pop-ups that were in this hallway area. So now we need to work through the list of items. Yeah, I think this here, the reception things, kind of needs to be in front of that wall there. So these look like the units we're using for the reception. This one's kind of a corner. So we've kind of got a top section and a bottom section. So does the top section hang from the ceiling? Or does it sit on the top of the thing? And in which case, why does it work like that? Right, so corner. No, I don't think blue. Light grey maybe. Is there a white version? Yes, white version. Tabletop. What should we... grey marble? That kind of matches the wall, maybe. Right, so if we need to... that's quite big, isn't it? Right, I'm thinking we really want it to go in this section of the wall, but there's not a huge section of flat wall, is there? Right, should it be up against the wall or out a little bit? Can't be too far out because there's not that much space to fit it in the area. Oh no, we can turn lights on. Okay, let's have a look at the... So how does this work? Does it sit on top or does it go on the roof? Let's get all the base unit pieces out and then we can see what we were actually working with. So let's make them all white with the grey marble top, and then we can have an idea of what we should do with them. So we could maybe put that at the side next to the wall or on... Yeah, let's get all the pieces out and then we can see how they fit and we can see how close it is to the wall, and then we can decide how we want to move things around. Turn the light on, yeah. So this is the final piece, so let's grab that. Change the colours. Rotate it. On. So let's have a look at these top pieces now. Do they go on top of the unit or on the ceiling? I'm kind of not sure. So does it? I don't think it goes on the ceiling though. So it just sits on top. That doesn't look like it's quite the same shape as the other one. Yeah, the angle's not close, but not quite identical, I think. So that kind of goes in the corner. We've only got two pieces of that, not three, like we've got three different cabinets. So we've got a lower section. So we've got, so this, the Conti leather armchair is going to be the desk for the receptionist, isn't it? Now that isn't going to fit very well. So I don't think that was the plan, was it? I think the smaller section was designed to be in next to the wall to move it further forward. So I think this is all going to need to come forward. So if we move this forward now, I don't even know if I've moved it far enough. Probably need to come a little bit further, move it a bit further so we can put this piece in next to the wall and next to the door, and then we'll move from there. Right, so if that goes there. Now we can put this piece in. And then move this across. Then we need to move the top pieces and the chair. Yeah, see that doesn't... the angle's not quite right for that top piece, for the bottom piece. It's a tiny variation between the two, just a little bit of a shame. Let's pop that there. Here. Oh, come on here. Oh, I can't turn the light back on. We had the light on 2 seconds ago. Why won't it turn back on now? That's weird. We had the light on a second ago. Why was it not work now? How weird is that? See, it says turn light on. Oh, that's turned off the bottom one. Now we had this top unit with the light on a second ago, so why will it not turn on now? How odd is that? I'm not going to worry about it because I know it worked before, so I'm going to leave it for now. Yeah, why won't that turn on now? We did have it on 2 seconds ago. Weird. Very weird. Very weird that. Okay, anyway, that's the... yeah, there is a slight variation in the angles there. It's really weird. Right, so what's left then is going to be the seating. There's only going to be one chair seating for people to wait. I think they should have at least 2 seats, don't you? Yeah, you're going to have to put their back to the view, which is a little bit of a shame. You'd like to capitalise on the view, but it doesn't make sense to put it elsewhere. And then the table can go next to them. Let's make that a little bit lighter. Pop that there, and then what do we need? Oh, we just need a whole load of lamps. Oh, that's for the ceiling, isn't it? Whole load of these. Right, let's make them a white in colour, and then let's start here, and we want 11 in total, so let's try and spread them out. Oops, a bit too far maybe, as we go down. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll try and spread them out along the corridor. 5, 6, oh, I'm not quite sure I've put them in the centre. 7, 8, 9, and we're at the end, so where have I got too big a gap? And that's not in a straight line, Kitty, is it? No, it's not. We need 2 more somewhere, so if we I might have to move them. I mean, it could be very... oh, just put one in front of the lift, and then we need to add an extra one here, so we might need to move them a bit. And if you want to be very persnickety about where everything goes and it's positioned in a straight line and everything, mine's in a little bit of a wavy line. I'm not going to worry about it too much personally. If it was a professional job, you would mark them out carefully and make sure they were in the right spots, nice and even and nicely in the middle, wouldn't you? But the game is not going to worry too much about that. It just wants to make sure you've got the right number. I'm not going to let that bother me. Right, so that's our reception done. So, hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. From SoftKitty99, goodbye and happy gaming!